everybody, and welcome back to some more FM19 Journeyman, where we are here in charge of Torslander IK in the Swedish 4th tier, and we are in some hot form right now. We are looking really good. We're top of the league, and hopefully we can maintain that today. Now, things look a little bit different. There's been an update. The stars is the noticeable one. The stars look different. It's a bit weird. But, that aside, we're here for the games against Halmia and Rosengard today. Halmia is the first one on the table, and hopefully we can continue our good run of form. Not too much really to say, pretty much the same lineup, apart from Nilsson is in at centre-half due to a suspension on Skog. He got suspended at the end of the last game, and hopefully it doesn't affect us too badly. We've still got a relatively good team, so I am hoping that we don't really feel the effects of it. So, let's get this team talk done. I expect nothing but a win from this match. A couple of players liked it. Salahu liked it, as always. He loves my team talks. Throw into us then. Fundel Ryberg up to Salahu. Back to Fundel Ryberg, who goes for a switch over to Landholm. He goes for the strike. Well, it's not a bad shot for a left-back, really, from that distance. It just goes over and wide. And now they have a goal kick. They pump it up the pitch and... well, they managed to reclaim the ball just about, but Landholm, with a beautiful challenge, manages to win it back, and we're playing it forward here, but their centre-back seems to win it. Well, that ball had some curve on it, but they do appear to have gotten in behind us a little bit here. Bagner's going to cross it across. They strike, hit the post. It's still in play. The Olsens between them just about managed to clear it. I think that ricocheted off of our own player when the ball was going out there, but another highlight starting from their keeper, who pumps it up the pitch. We just about win it, though. And, well, we get wiped out a little bit, but we're still in possession. Anton Eriksson on the ball. Can he find a pass through? No, he gets tackled, and they're looking to counter-attack now. Bagner plays it across. Sabo on the ball. We need to get it off of them. We need to get an attack of our own here. Hackinson. Back to Bengtsson. Their names are confusing, and I don't know them. Anton Olsen to Avdiu. Can we keep possession and manage to find an attack? We try to play it through, but no. Furman on the ball. They strike it back towards their own goal. Keeper pumps up. Anton Eriksson into Avdiu. He strikes. He puts us 1-0 up with his left foot. It's his 5th goal of the season. Anton Eriksson bagging the assist. It was a bit of a back and forth highlight. It certainly wasn't clear cut which way it was going to go. But their keeper strikes the ball, and it's, the ball came at him really quickly, so I think he sort of mishit it. Eriksson picks it up, gives it to Avdiu, and he puts forward a beautiful strike into the bottom left-hand corner, or the middle left-hand corner, really. Wasn't really a corner. But either way, it puts us 1-0 up. And now, another highlight. Anton Eriksson to Salahu, off of a deflection. Can he find a ball forward? He can. Avdiu on the ball. But they managed to defend relatively well. We're back in possession, though. Jonathan Olsen, Anton Eriksson. This midfield three is so good. The ball goes forward to Salahu for a home Lemborn on it now. Can he find a pass into the middle? He beats 2 players at the same time. Landholm on the ball to Anton Olsen. We're maintaining possession. We're not wasting it. Jonathan Olsen on the ball to Avdiu. Goes out wide. Fundel Ryberg. He's going to put in a cross. Salahu can't get there. Anton Eriksson tries to strike. And he gets the assist off of that strike, leading to the 10th goal of the season for Anton Salahu. He's on fire. He's so good. Anton Eriksson tries to strike. It ricochets off of about 5 different players. And I think that being his assist is very, very, very generous, because he didn't really directly contribute to that ball going where it went, but either way, we'll be happy with it, as we have another highlight here. Do you remember when we were managing Berwick and we went through so many first halves with no highlights? It's not the case anymore, is it? I quite like it. We've had more goals than we used to have highlights. So they're in possession. They pump it up, and Sabo on the ball. Is he going to strike? He is. Asmar, though, tips it wide. For a 2-star keeper, he is absolutely wonderful. He's putting in nothing but the finest of performances as Peterson takes the corner. It's headed out by Eriksson, and now we look to counter-attack. Avdiu tries to pump it up to Salahu, but he can't quite get there. But we maintain our 2-0 lead. Goal kick for us then. Asmar's going to take, and it's short to Nilsson, the newcomer off of the bench to replace the injured Skog, or suspended Skog, as Olsen gives it to Furholm Lemborn. It's a good ball up to Avdiu. Can he get across into the box? No, there's a bit too much pressure on him. He plays it back to Fundel Ryberg, and we work it very patiently. Anton Eriksson out wide to Landholm. Now can the ball enter the box? Yes, it can. It's crossed in. Avdiu off the bar, and it's cleared by Benson. But It's another good attack. We're putting on the pressure very well here. And as you can see, 12 shots in half an hour. 5 of those on target is incredible. They now have a throw-in in our half, in our third. Anton Olsen, though, manages to win the ball. Pumps it up to Salahu, and it looks like we're going to have a chance to attack as Avdiu rushes forward with the ball. Salahu's in a bit of space. Smartly passed back there to Landholm, but we maintain possession, and we have numbers up. It goes to Fundel Ryberg, who manages to maybe do something with it. No, it's passed back to Jonathan Olsen, Anton Eriksson, Anton Olsen. There's a lot of similar names. As Landholm's on the ball on this left-hand side, it deflects off of their defender and it's launched forward though. Nilsson controls, but he is beaten to the ball by Sabo, who strikes, saved by Asmar. This game's non-stop. They have a corner here now then. Peterson's going to take. He whips it in and, well, can we keep it out? Sort of. It deflects off of one of our defenders, I'm not quite sure who, and it goes out for a second corner. Peterson's going to take. Again, he flicks it in, headed clear by Bergman, and it's back out on this side. It's whipped in again. Landholm tries to clear. The first one isn't successful, the second one is, and that ends that attack. Free kick to us then, for a home Lemborn. We're still in the first half. The game's never going to end at this rate. It's literally non-stop. Sabo's going to pump it forward. Bagner on the ball. Can Asmar save? It hits the bar, but he scores the rebound. Unfortunate there, really. Asmar arguably could have got something to the first one. You know, it was certainly within his range, but they managed to get the rebound. And our defence really is the one to blame here, I feel. I feel like they didn't really do a great job of closing him down. Yeah, it certainly could have been better, but it puts it back at 2-1. They get 1 goal back into the game. We are still leading, though, so still plenty of time for us to score more. So we are here at half-time then, and we maintain our 2-1 lead with the standout player being Haris Avdiu? It is Avdiu. I just wanted to check I wasn't saying it wrong this whole time. 2 assists, though, for Anton Eriksson is also definitely very noteworthy. He's having a very good game out there, and I'm happy with your performance. Keep it up. And as you can see, they're all delighted. They're loving it. We're having a great time. They'll still complain again about the dressing room atmosphere, but it's not true. It's all lies. Highlight here then, Fundel Ryberg on the ball on the right-hand side. He goes for the switch, but gives it to Anton Olsen. Anton Eriksson, now to Anton Olsen again, who strikes. It's saved, and it goes out for a corner in our favour. Now, if we can whip this in and maybe get a good head on it, there may be a chance. For a home Lemborn, heads clear. Salahu can't quite get there, though. It's going to be a throw-in to us. Are we going to see it? No. Free kick to us then, in our own half. Nilsson chips it up. Avdiu controls, knocks it down to Olsen. Can we try and work just a good... I need a good attacking play here. We need another goal. I want that 2-goal lead back. Salahu's on the ball. He does get dispossessed, though. We get a free kick. But more importantly, Sears, who put in the tackle, is going to pick up his second yellow card and get himself sent off. Now, I didn't really see anything wrong with that. I'm not going to lie. But I'll take their player getting sent off. It's obviously a benefit to us as we have another free kick. Salahu pumps it into the box. To no avail, though. It's headed clear, but we do maintain possession of the ball. Can we find another one in? Salahu on the edge of the area. Whipped in by Landholm off of the bar. Oh, no, wait, it was a save. Oh, okay, so we get a corner. Still chance, still time. Can we get it into the box? It's not bad, actually. Anton Olsen to Eriksson. It deflects off the goalkeeper and the defender on the line, but cannot find its way into the back of the net. We're not looking bad here at all, but I do think a change is just necessary, just to keep us kicking on. For a home Lemborn's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring him off and I'm going to bring Gustafsson on and go to the 2 up top like we've done many times before this season. Pressing forward on support and then just move Avdiu further central. Let's just go with that for now. I don't want to change up that midfield 3. It's so strong. I feel like that 3 of Olsen, and Eriksson is literally game-changing. We start the highlight here then with a corner. Landholm tries to whip it in, but it's headed clear. But he does get the ball back out on this wing. It's given to Avdiu, tries to knock it in. Anton Olsen and Jonathan Olsen both go for the shots. The second one of those, managing to put it into the back of the net. Again, that counted as an assist for Anton Olsen. Very, very generous assist. I mean, you tell me if this was an intentional assist. It hit 2 players before it got to Jonathan Olsen. But either way, his shot ricochets off of the defender, flies into the net, and it puts us back at a 2-goal lead, which is exactly what we needed. 75 minutes in here then, and I am going to make another change just to make sure we keep some fresh legs on the pitch. So I'm going to bring on Al Jafari for Anton Eriksson out on this left-hand midfield side. And then Zach Strandell. Actually, I might switch these around and put Strandell on the left. Yeah, Al Jafari on the right, and I'm going to go with that. So, we'll keep Anton Olsen out there because we don't really have a good backup ball winner. We can make more changes, but there's just no one who I really want to change. I'm just relatively happy with how everyone's doing. I just want to get some more midfielders on there because they obviously go up and down a lot. I want to keep them fresh and fit. Corner to us then. Al-Jafari's going to put it in, but it doesn't find anyone. We still are in possession of the ball, though. And Salahu manages to find a goal. Quite fortunately there, I feel. Gustafsson had a shot from the edge of the area, which had no power on it at all. But it ricocheted between the post and the keeper, as you can see here. Neither of them can really keep a hold of it. And Salahu, very well placed shot there, actually. Hits it wide of the keeper, straight into the net. And it puts us 4-1 up. And we have another corner. Al-Jafari's going to put it in. Anton Olsen goes for the header, but it goes over the bar. We are looking like a really, really strong side here. As Landholm's going to take the throw in to Strandell, to Salahu, to Al-Jafari. Can he strike? He can. And it is 5-1. That definitely was an own goal. But never mind. Al-Jafari will take the credit for it. It's his first goal of the season. The assist goes to Salahu for this wonderful ball. The curve on that was magnificent. Great control there for Al-Jafari. It's a very good strike. It hits the head of their defender, but either way, it puts us at 5-1 up. And with just 25 seconds left on the clock, it does look as though this is the way the game will end. So we're missing one of our best defenders, our star centre-back, Isaac Skug, and we manage a 5-1 win. Now, okay, we still do manage a 5-1 win. Slight bit of panic there. But how are these doing in the league? They're 11th. Okay, so these aren't a great side. But it's still a very, very, very convincing win. 29 shots, 13 on target with 62% possession. Obviously, they went down to 9 men, or 10 men, sorry. Very early into the second half, which led to probably us scoring those 3 goals. But even still, we played some very, very good football. There's only one thing you can really say to this. You played very well today. No, I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Look at it. The delight, the extreme delight, as Haris Avdiu actually picks up man of the match there. I thought it would be Salahu. You know, they had the same rating, but Salahu had 2 goals and an assist. It's nice to see Avdiu getting some recognition there, though. But we are absolutely on fire, and everyone on the pitch is playing some wonderful football. Even the players you wouldn't really expect. I mean, Asmar in goal has been incredible. Compared to my expectations of him, what he's actually done has been really, really good. And as you can see, we now have a 3-point lead at the top of the table. 8 wins, 1 defeat, and we are looking so strong. 16 goal difference. Savadalans must have got battered. 3-0 to Lerums. The only team that's beaten us has also put points off of our closest title rival. Well, I think they were a bit underrated at the start of the season. They sat very firmly in mid-table. I think the media slept on them a little bit. Board confidence update. They are very pleased with our leadership of the team. Squad dynamics update. They still don't have much managerial support for us. We've won 8 games out of 9. I'm confused. But let's get to this next game against Rosenborg and see if we can keep this incredible run of form going. So we are here then for the game against Rosengard, and we are looking to keep this run of form going. Now, star ratings are going a little bit all over the place, so I am going to just keep ignoring them. But Froholm Lemborns is apparently dropping. I'm not sure why. He's playing perfectly well. But obviously Isaac Skug is going to come back into the side for Nilsson. But because Nilsson played quite well, it makes sense that he would at least make the bench. He certainly didn't disappoint. He's got a 7.6 average over 2 games. It's quite good, really, isn't it? But, I mean, just look at where the goals are coming from. I highlighted this last episode, but we have so many players who are putting goals into the back of the net. It's ridiculous. So, let's submit the team, and let's get stuck into this next game. Now, I have some slight reservations about a couple of things. I'm a little bit worried that we're becoming a little bit too static in our sort of team. You may have noticed I like to change things up quite a lot in terms of formation and which players are playing, and we've become a little bit set. But I do just really think this is like our best 11 by such a distance. It's ridiculous. So for now, I'm going to keep going with this. Now, quite a few players are on yellow card warnings here. Notably our 2 fullbacks. Hopefully that doesn't prove to be an issue as we get into this game. We should be winning this without any problem at all. We've only lost 1 game all season, and we are looking to keep that by the end of this game. Throw into them then. Jassim throws it to Sharifi, and they are looking to build an attack here. As the ball goes so far over the top, they take the strike and it goes high and wide. Got quite fortunate there. That ball absolutely split us apart, and their striker was very quick onto the end of it. Goal kick to us then. Asmar plays it short. Bergman on the ball. Now, can he find a pass forward? Eriksson manages to receive it, and we're looking like we've got some options here. But he lumps it up. Salahu on the ball, in the box, cuts it inside. Jonathan Olsen takes the strike, and it hits the bottom left-hand corner of the net. Salahu with the assist. Very patiently waited after receiving this long ball from Lanaholm. Beats the defender for pace by a mile, and then just holds it up. Waits for someone to get into position. Olsen with a wonderful first-time strike, actually, especially from a midfielder. Absolutely buries it into the back of the net, and it gives us an early 1-0 lead yet again. But he has just picked up a bit of a knock, which is a bit concerning, and a yellow card. I'm not keeping this. I'm not going down to 10 men. When players are injured, their tackles are obviously going to be a little bit dodgy. You know, they're going to struggle to keep up, and with him already being on a yellow card, I don't really want to keep him out there. I think Al Jafari's played quite well whenever we've brought him on. So let's get him out there. Let's give him a chance. I don't really want to risk anyone. We've got such a good team here. I don't want to be, you know, losing anything because we get an 8-month injury. So Al Jafari plays a ball out to Fundal Ryberg, who does get on the end of it, crosses it in. Furholm Lemborn takes the header, but it's saved by Bergloff. Can't quite find its way into the net. Score is still 1-0. They have a free kick. Sakarovsky's going to take. Asmar just about keeps it out. It's cleared by Fundal Ryberg. That was a little bit sceptical. Asmar's been very good for us, but he really can't handle balls. He doesn't catch them very well at all, so that is the only worry. There might be a few goals from deflections throughout the course of the season. But so far, we are the dominant team yet again. More shots, shots on target, possession, and as always, more fouls, because we love a good foul. So let's just say that we're doing quite well, but I think you're capable of even better is probably the one I'm going to go for. Played well, but there's still room for improvement. No reactions on that. It's a bit disappointing because I think it's a fairly accurate representation of how things are going. But we're going to keep going out there. We've already used one of our subs, but that doesn't make a difference really because we never use all 5 anyway. So hopefully we can extend this lead a little bit in the second half. Or maybe it can be a quiet game so the video is not half an hour long. Throw into them then. Hadruas is going to take it. They're knocking it around quite well in our own area here. There's a good tackle though. The ball's lumped up, but they retain possession. Now, Skoog manages to stop it going out. I'm not sure that's for our benefit though. Hadruas is on the outside. Fridolf is going to try and put it in. Can we keep it out? They strike wide. It's a good attack from them, and you've got to say some relatively poor defending. We do manage to just about contain them. Force the strike from long range, which doesn't go in, which isn't a bad thing at all, but you would like to see a little bit better. And as we've sort of stagnated a bit, we've not seen any highlights from our end all half, I think it is time for a change, and I think Gustafsson's going to be the change. There's a bit of a temptation here to maybe try and shut up shop quite early. We're not really seeing a lot from us. Those are the wrong way round. Yeah, we're not really seeing too much from us, and maybe just sort of locking this game down is the option. So I'm going to go to that positive play style, which I'm a big fan of, and just try and keep things just stable. I don't want to make any silly mistakes that are going to cost us any points. So let's just try and lock this down, keep possession of the ball and keep things ticking over and not be too greedy here really. As they have a throw in, we stick a leg out, and that is probably a red card. It's a second yellow. Landholm is going to walk, and it's not great, to be honest, is it? So, there is an obvious substitution on the bench, though, in Hampus Bowman. Now, Eriksson's also on a yellow, and we really don't want to go down to 9 men. Plus, an attacking midfielder might be, you know, a bit luxury at this point, a bit of an overcommitment. So I don't think this is a bad thing to do at all. So let's just lock down in this, and hopefully we don't concede any silly goals at the end of the game that are going to cost us any points. Skoog's going to take a free kick for us, and there is a highlight, which is a bit of a worry. Al Jafari to Olsen. The ball is currently in our possession, which isn't a bad thing, as Bergson lumps it up. Gustafsson gets on the end of it. Can he strike? He can, but he hits the post. So close to hitting the back of the net there, and the highlight continues. The clearance doesn't put the ball out of play, but there is no more continuation of it, but there is another highlight. Olsen to Bowman. 2 minutes of added time left to play, and we lead by 1 goal. Salahu to Al Jafari, and the pass is poor from Al Jafari to Gustafsson. No, please. Asmore with the save. It goes out for a corner, and we don't even see it. That's how you know it's bad. Fundel Ryberg lumps up. 50 seconds left to play. Still time for an attack from them if they are quick on it, as they lump it up. Hjortberg is going to take the ball down the left wing, and he runs it out of play. He's offside. Okay, he's not that dumb. He was offside. As Wig take the free kick from this offside, hopefully there's no late drama. Fundel Ryberg, Al Jafari, and we just look to hold possession here very nicely. They put in a stupid foul. Send him off. No, none of that. None of it. Get him off. Come on, please. I would laugh. Oh, disappointment. But that is going to see us to another win, I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, for a Holmlenborn on the ball, and that is the full-time whistle. Now, it wasn't as big or as goal-scory as the wins we've had recently, but it's still a very convincing win, really. If you look at the overall stats, we had more shots, more on target. The ratio of shots to shots on target we had is perhaps a little bit of a concern, but the bigger concern is the red card at the left-back position on Landholm. Now, Bowman is by no means a player who I'm scared to play. He's pretty competent, and I'm sure he'll be able to fill in fantastically. But when we've been playing so well, I really like to keep a stable team, especially when it seems to be down to the system we're playing and the players who are in that system. We've seen time and time again that the short, intricate passing is working so well, and I don't really want to do too much to disrupt it if possible. But right now it is going to be necessary. I guess Bergman can come off of the reserves and into the team. That should be completely fine. And the only other worry then is, what is this injury to Jonathan Olsen? It's only 3 days long. No worries at all there then. And we should be safe to take the same team into the next game, which will be in tomorrow's video. So, thank you all very much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying this so far. I'm having a blast in this division. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. If you do want to catch tomorrow's video, it will be up at 5:30, as it is every day, or you can use the subscribe button to get it into your feed, whichever you prefer. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful night. Goodbye.